Shabbat Shalom. First and foremost, as always, I want to start by giving all praise, all honor, all glory to YAHAWAH, Bahasham, YAHAWAH, Bahasham Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching me this truth according to the Bible through the spirit and power of YAHAWAH, Bahasham, YAHAWAH. And a sincere peace and salutation to all you hopeful elect Akim out there, pushing his word in all truth and sincerity, doing the work as YAHAWAH, Bahasham, YAHAWAH has created us to do, so he can wake up and seal the elect of the nation of Israel, which consists of you so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians, and also you Israelites who are scattered amongst the heathen nations that may look like the heathen nations, but your father's seed line of your lineage goes back to you being a so-called black, Hispanic, Native American, and Seminole Indian, one of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. Hey, Shalom. It's your brother Halak here from the GMS Denver camp, coming back once again through the spirit and power of YAHAWAH, Bahasham, YAHAWAH with another video. And we're going to start right here in 2 Ezra 6, and it reads, Then did I consider these things, and they were all made through me alone, and through none other. By me also they shall be ended, and by none other. And this is the Most High speaking. And what does he mean by it being ended? He's talking about the end of the heathen age. And we know and understand, according to prophecy, the Most High has set it up to what? For World War III to take place in the earth, and it's only going to begin when he allows it to begin. You see? And we all know what the fate of or what's going to take place during the time of World War III, which ultimately is going to end with what? America being destroyed by nuclear warheads. You see that? All that has been predetermined by the Most High, and he's going to unleash that great destruction upon this earth, you see, when he sees fit, when everything is fulfilled, man. This is what's coming, and it's all been preordained to happen according to the will of the Most High God, YAHAWAH. So now what I have here, I have a video, a reel from Instagram, where you have this panel. Matter of fact, and this is from a recent panel of that video that was spotted off of that video of that chariot that was spotted off of the coast of Yemen last year around October. You know, and last year around October, what was going on? What happened over there in that region? You had the whole situation between Israel and the Palestinians pop off, you see? And that's around the time that chariot showed up and they tried to shoot it down with a hellfire, and the chariot sliced through that hellfire missile. And I just did a video on that the other day, letting the world know that these are the chariots of the Lord, and this is how our Lord YAHAWAH is returning. You see? And with these same vehicles that are being operated by the angels that are in these vehicles, they have control over this great destruction that are sitting at a state of rest in these missile silos all throughout the world, which are what? The ICBMs. And this is what this guy goes into in this video. So let's play this real quick, and then we'll get into the rest of the video.
I can tell you, you'll see those files that I shared with you. They did find stuff. There was an incident in October of 1982 over an ICBM base where UFOs popped up, was observed over this base where the missiles are pointed at us, United States. These UFOs perform incredible maneuvers. They split apart, they fuse back together, they'd appear and disappear. And right at the end of this 4-hour period, the launch control codes for the ICBMs lit up. Something entered the correct codes. The missiles were fired up and ready to launch, and they could not shut it down. The Russian officers were panicking. The UFOs they disappeared. The launch control system goes back to normal. Colonel Sokolov and his team came in, took the thing apart, could not figure out what it was. It wasn't a power surge or EMPs or some of the baloney excuses that our country has given for similar events involving our nuclear missiles. They thought it was a message from wherever the UFOs were from. And that's a chilling thing. I mean, we were a couple of seconds away from World War III starting, and the UFOs were responsible for it. I can tell you.
So you see that? And we're here to tell you, it was a message from the Most High showing that he's in control. No one else on this earth is calling the shots outside of YAHAWAH, Bahasham, YAHAWAH, man. You see? You Edomites don't have any control. The rest of you heathen nations have no control. This thing is playing out according to what the Most High has ordained from the beginning. Matter of fact, let's get this real quick before we get into this Revelation 7. This is Daniel chapter 4 and 17. It reads, "This matter is by the decree of the watchers and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men. The Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whomsoever he will, and setteth up over it the basis of men." So Yahawah Bahasham Yahawah ruleth in the kingdom of men. And he's given every heathen nation a time in the sun to have full rulership in the earth. And when the Most High determined that it was time for them to fall, they fell. And the same thing is happening with America. America is reaching its expiration date according to what the Most High has laid out. You see? But what's about to take place is America is going to suffer the same fate as Sodom and Gomorrah, with fire raining from the heavens. This time the fire is going to come in the form of nuclear warheads. And this is why the angels were playing around with the controls, to show man on earth that the Heavenly Father is in control of this, man. And it tells us this in the book of Revelation chapter 7. It goes on to say what? Verse 1. "After these things I saw 4 angels standing on the 4 corners of the earth, holding the 4 winds of the earth, that the wind should not blow on the earth, nor the sea, nor on any tree." These angels are what? In these chairs, these so-called UFOs. You see all over these nuclear missile sites, and they are the ones who are in control when these things are launched off. That's why they were able to put in the passcode, because what? The Most High put it, the codes were given to whoever programmed them from the Most High on high. That's why the angels knew the code. It's from the heavens. It's already been preordained and predestined. That's why they're able to turn it on and turn it off at will. The angels are holding back this destruction, man. That great wind, which is that nuclear fire. You see? Everywhere there are missiles in the earth, angels are there overwatching. You see? And it's only going to be let loose when what? Verse 2 tells us what? When. "And I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living power, and he cried with a loud voice to the 4 angels to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea, saying, Hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our power in their foreheads." So the angels who are holding back this destruction is not going to unleash it until what? The elect is sealed, man. And he was talking about an incident from 1982. All the elect wasn't sealed by then. You see? But they were showing that they have the power to control that machinery, man, those weapons. Once the last member of the elect is sealed, that's when the destruction is going to come. Not a moment before. You see? The elect has to be sealed, and we know that time is approaching swiftly, man, because we see the time is speeding up. We're seeing more and more of the signs of the time, so we know that we're getting closer and closer to that day where this nuclear destruction is coming. So once again, for all you Americans who are hoping and Babylon or America to bounce back, you're sadly mistaken, man. It's already been set and sealed what's going to befall this place. And the angels, you see, and that ain't the only account. It's happened in multiple places. They've been seen over American nuclear sites. They've been seen over there in Russia. They're everywhere, because they are the ones who are in control of unleashing this destructive power when the Most High gives the green light once the last member of the elect is sealed. That's what's coming. And America's going to suffer the same fate as Sodom and Gomorrah, man, with fire raining from the heavens. You see, but the elect has to be sealed first. Let's get this real quick. Let's get Isaiah 14 and 23, it says, Isaiah 14 and 23, it says, I will also make it a possession for the bittern and pools of water, and I will sweep it with the besom of destruction, saith YAHAWAH Bahashem Yahawah Shah of hosts. This is talking about the destruction of America. Once the Most High gives the angels the green light to unleash that destruction, to basically have those missiles shot off. It ain't going to be according to when man wants to unleash it. These things are going to be detonated and shot off when the Most High gives the angels the green light. And that's what they were putting on display when they was over there in Russia messing with the controls, showing that you're not in control of this. We're in control of this. We're going to have these things count down and shoot off when the Most High gives the signal. You see? And the majority of these missiles in the world are going to be aimed and directed to America for it to be swept at that besom of destruction, man. That great wall of fire that comes from a nuclear warhead being detonated on ground. You see, when it re-enters the atmosphere, man, America's going to be swept with fire. We always go into this. So once again, the hope of you Americans is in vain. God ain't blessing this place. This place is cursed to be burned up with everything in it. You see? Matter of fact, verse 24. YAHAWAH of hosts have sworn, saying, surely as I have thought, so shall it come to pass, and as I have purposed, so shall it stand. This is what it's going to be. And the Most High doesn't give a fuck about how you feel about it or what you think it should be. Or you think it's too harsh. The Most High doesn't care. He's already stamped this place with a seal of judgment. And it's not going to be anything other than what the Most High has purposed, man. That's what these angels were putting on display when they were playing with those nuclear warhead controls, man. It's according to the Most High's will and what he has ordained from the beginning. America is going to go down in fire, man. Matter of fact, when was this council? I think this was last week, if I'm not mistaken, or a few weeks ago. You see, and why do you think all this is popping up now, man? Because we're getting closer to that time. These prophecies are not waiting for unbelievers. They ain't waiting for you to get it. These things are moving right along according to what the Most High has ordained, man. You see, and it ends with America being completely engulfed in fire. Let's go here. Let's get Jeremiah 49, because it goes into it all throughout the scriptures, man. Jeremiah 49, right? In 17 it says, also Edom shall be a desolation, talking about the destruction of America, which is headed by who? The Edomite, the so-called white race. This stolen country that they're so proud of, that they acquired by way of rape, robbery, murder, and genocide, that they had built up by way of slave labor. This is why this judgment is coming upon Esau here in this land. That's why the Most High is going to make America a desolation for what has been done unto his people here. You see? This is the judgment set to befall this place. Jeremiah 49 and 17, it reads, also Edom shall be a desolation. Everyone that goeth by it shall be astonished, and shall hiss at all the plagues thereof. It says the same thing in the book of Revelation 18, and I can guarantee you it's going to take us there for the cross-reference. At least it should. See, this is why you have to have the spirit to navigate, because this is supposed to take you to Revelation 18, because it goes into the destruction of America as well. That entire chapter, Revelation 18, is dedicated to the destruction of America. Shit, it picks up at Revelation 17. You read from Revelation 17, the last few verses, on into Revelation 18. It all goes into the destruction of America by way of nuclear fire. And it also points out how the allies of America are going to even fire their missiles upon this place. So there's only one outcome determined for Babylon the Great America, man, and that's destruction by way of nuclear fire. Nothing else. This is all that's coming. And it goes on to tell us what? Verse 18, it says, as in the overthrow of Sodom and Gomorrah, and the neighbor cities thereof, saith YAHAWAH, No man shall abide there, neither shall a son of man dwell in it. This is the fate of America, man. To be taken out. Just like Sodom and Gomorrah was, with fire raining from the heavens, but this time it comes in the form of 200 million thermonuclear warheads. You see? This is what it is. I want to see what this says in the NLT real quick. Jeremiah 49:18 in the NLT, it says, it will be like the destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah and their neighboring town, says Yahawah. No one will live there. No one will inhabit it. You see that? What does the CSB say? Jeremiah 49:18 CSB, it reads, as when Sodom and Gomorrah were overthrown along with their neighbors, says Yahawah, no one will live there. No human being will stay in it, even temporarily. And this shows you that what's talked about right here is not talking about ancient Babylon. You see, because the prophecy says what? No one will live there ever again. That's the fate that's set to befall America, man. That's what's coming to this land. From the north to the south, from the east to the west, is going to be complete desolation. And when the smoke clears and the fire dies down, the only thing that's going to inhabit this land is desert creatures. And it constantly tells you that in prophecy, man. But let's go to Jeremiah 50. Let's get some more. Because once again, Jeremiah 50 and 49 go hand in hand when it talks about this destruction that's coming upon Esau, this destruction that's set to befall Babylon. Because Edom and Babylon are synonymous, one with the Babylon the Great are synonymous one with another, man. Yo, look at that. Let me see. Yep. This is Jeremiah 15:39. It says what? Therefore the wild beasts of the desert, therefore the wild beasts of the desert with the wild beasts of the island shall dwell there, and the owls shall dwell therein, and it shall be no more inhabited forever, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation. Jeremiah 50 and 40, it reads what? As the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah, and the neighbor cities thereof, saith Yahawah, so shall no man abide there, neither shall any son of man dwell therein. You see? And these angels are prepared and ready to unleash this great destruction upon this place once the Most High gives the green light. You see? This is what it is. The angels are in control of it, according to how the Most High has stationed them over every single one of these nuclear bases, man. You see? Hey, the fate of America is sealed, man, and it's not going to be anything other than what's laid out in biblical prophecy. This is Isaiah 13. And we'll start at verse 19. It reads what? And Babylon, which is America, the glory of kingdoms, what do they call it? The greatest country in the world. The greatest country to ever be established. You got Esau proudly proclaiming this now, here in the last days. We have no reason to be ashamed. We've established the greatest country the world has ever seen. So it's what? It's the glory of kingdoms. This is talking about America, man. For all you idiots out here talking about the greatest country to be established in the world is not written about in the scriptures, when every other major heathen empire is talked about in the scriptures. You think America is exempt? No. You think America just popped up on the scene and the Most High had no understanding of it or didn't know it was going to happen? We just read in Daniel 4:17 that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men. There is no kingdom established on this earth that has not been sanctioned by the Most High. Every single empire that has ever been established, including America, was preordained to be what it became. And it was also preordained to fall. According to what? According to the Most High's counsel, according to the Most High's will. You see? This is all of Yahawah. So yes, America is written all throughout the Bible, man. And its fate is to be destroyed by way of nuclear fire. Isaiah 13 and 19, it reads, and Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency, shall be as when the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. Go back to Genesis 19 and read about that account of Sodom and Gomorrah, man. How the Most High had fire rain from the heavens. This is soon about to happen here in the land of America. Isaiah 13:20, it says, "It shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation. Neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there, neither shall the shepherds make their fold there." So once again, it tells you that America is going to become a desolation. No one will inhabit this place again. No more of you heathen coming up here, setting up shop, making your money, living the American dream. That shit is coming to an end very soon. You see? Verse 21 says what? "But wild beasts of the desert shall lie there, and their houses shall be full of doleful creatures. And owls shall dwell there, and satyrs shall dance there." These are the only things that's going to inhabit this land once the fire dies down and the smoke clears. And we've just got it out of two other places, Jeremiah 49 and Jeremiah 50. You see? We're reading it here in Isaiah 13. You can also read it in Isaiah 34. You can read it in Jeremiah 51. You can read it in Revelation 18. You can read it in Revelation 17. You can read it in Habakkuk. You can read it in Ezekiel. You can read it in Jeremiah. I just said Jeremiah. You see? This destruction is talked about, this great fire is talked about all throughout prophecy, and it was all foretelling what? The destruction of the greatest country to ever be established on the earth, the land of America, Babylon the Great, headed by the Edomites, the so-called white race. You see? You just have to the Most High has to give you the spirit to understand it, which he hasn't given to the majority of the world, man. He's only given it to his elect. So Isaiah 13 and the elect is who we're hoping to be a part of, you see? So Isaiah 13:22, it says, "And the wild beasts of the islands shall cry in their desolate houses, and dragons in their pleasant palaces. And her time is near to come, and her days shall not be prolonged." Because what? Just like every heathen empire that came before it, America has been stamped with an expiration date that it will not pass. You see, and every day that passes by, and we see these days blowing by like minutes. Blowing by like minutes, because what? The Most High is speeding up the time. So the destruction of America is very close. Closer than it's ever been in the history of the earth. You see? And it will not go 1 second, 1 minute, 1 hour beyond the time that the Most High set for this place to fall. You see? So when the Most High gives these angels the green light to unleash this destruction, because all the elect is sealed, it's over with for Babylon the Great, man. You see? It's over with for America. But this is what it is. These angels are all over the earth, over these nuclear sites, because they're waiting for the Most High to give them the green light to unleash this destruction upon Babylon the Great America, man. Thus saith the Bible, thus saith YAHAWAH, Bahasham Yahawashi. So with that, I'm going to end it by giving all praise, all honor, all glory to YAHAWAH, Bahasham Yahawashi, Bahasham Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching me this truth according to the Bible, through the spirit and power of YAHAWAH, Bahasham Yahawashi. And a sincere peace and salutation to all you hopeful elect Akim out there, pushing his word in all truth and sincerity, doing the work as YAHAWAH, Bahasham, Yahawashi has created us to do. With that, I'm going to say Shalom, Wa, Abba, Baba.